Happy new Sentai to all. Dawn Brothers is unfortunately behind us, but as always, the road of tokusatsu is everlasting and cyclical. As always, I am Sleepy Witch, joined by my co-host.
DJ Azure, the 2.5D Hero Takutuber.
And man, not only have we hit the half a year mark with this show, but we're finally getting like a changing of the guard. Dawn Brothers is over. Yeah, twice. Dawn Brothers is over. The DGP is over, replaced by the JGP, and we must soldier on.
Man.
But yeah, we got two really good episodes to talk about. Not much extra stuff today. We will talk about the Yushin Kamen Rider trailer probably next week. But oh man, there's a lot to say about these episodes.
So much, and
yeah, I mean, starting with Geats, I like we were saying, I love that they changed the entry to the Jamato Grand Prix, and we get like a Jamato, opening sequence.
Yep, and then like I just love the idea that the gardener is just like it's just like, you know, just holding like two small pots of his Jamato.
Those are the guys. Adorable. Those are the guys he could save because Baroba blew up the play.
Yeah. Oh, also, we should also talk about how Buffa has a new outfit now.
Yeah, that she chose out for him. So he's got like the bad boy, like the leather jacket look. He looks good.
He does, yeah.
He does look good. I think one of the more interesting things so far in this episode is the fact that he's no longer just imagining his best friend. The Jamato has been made to like replicate him.
Yeah, which is a little messed up. Thanks, Baroba.
It's really, really messed up, actually. And it really brings the question to, like, you know, what is a person if you've got, you know, a different being that has the same memories and experiences? Is that the same guy? I feel like this might backfire and it might make Buffa even more pissed off at the Jamato eventually.
Oh, yeah, no, it's definitely going to piss him off so much.
And like, because here's the thing, I've been reading a manga that's very similar. That's basically about a boy who was in love with his best friend, and his best friend basically went missing in the forest, and they found him. But the thing that they found is not really his best friend. His best friend had already died, and it's this creature that's like taken over his body. Yeah.
What the heck?
Yeah, it's very similar. It's given me like this kind of vibes, and it's one of those things where like if you know that it's not your friend, I think there's always going to be like some dissonance there, like, you know. like even if one day I found out that, like, you know, or if you found out that like something happened to me and then you were like, okay, well, I'm doing the podcast on my own, and you got a call and you just heard me. But you knew it couldn't be. Yeah, but you knew it couldn't be me. You'd be like, "What the?" I would be like, "Nope, I'm not doing this."
Yeah, not dealing with evil spirits today.
Podcast is over, lads. But yeah, I do really like the like streamlined stuff they've done for the opening. That just slowly editing like littler things to make it. I don't know. It's really tight animation wise. Adding the Baroba to the evil bad guy side, very cool.
Yeah, and also showing what is it? Showing the JGP members before the DGP this time around.
Showing them also the fact that now we get to see Buffa and Sparrow as like their rider suits as well. Like that wasn't it. They've just been slowly adding things. It's very cute.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. The big one is the Oh, wait, actually, wait. What was that last week as well too? No, but just seeing them with the sponsors, it's so funny.
Yeah.
Oh man,
I really like that.
And yeah, Kayla's face holding Kekara is so good.
Kekara is very nice. Yeah, I really like it. And we've got the Lightning Jamato round, which coincides, funnily enough, Dawn Brothers over, but we cannot escape the festival.
Yeah, I saw that joke online. I was laughing. It's like, oh, isn't it funny? Yeah,
Yeah,
how the festival's not ending. Yeah, it's like we still have a festival, and it's messed up, man. This
like the
this this whole sequence is just messed up. They're just destroying stuff. I mean, it's
yep.
Jamato, but still.
They're destroying stuff, and like they really have to bring out like the little kid who's like, if I get a bill from an Oni, will my mom get back?
Yeah, I know,
It's
right? It's
bad.
like,
It feels so bad.
and and the funny thing too is that like it's like Barova has to keep getting reminded, like saying, well, you know, you can't even grant any of the stuff, right?
Not
It's
yet, but I mean, it's
yeah.
part of the plan. And I mean, if the final goal of the JGP is to take out the producer, then obviously then she'd get that power.
Yeah. And after that,
Uh,
we see more alligator tears from Shiram.
oh my god, I like him a lot. Like, not like I don't like him personally, but I think he's such a fucking good character to have around because he's just like having fun doing whatever, and then it's like, okay, let's be serious. Like his actor does such a good job with it. I really enjoy it.
Yeah,
Um, the writers go out to fight. I mean,
dude, freaking Jamato riders with fever, like
oh my god,
just wrecking the place. Oh
yep.
man.
The fever stuff is cool. Monster and Boost were a cool addition to the Jamato thing. Uh, seeing Neon and Kawa still doing a lot better than they used to, but
Yeah.
like
Oh
still get
man.
beaten. And then the bro, the
Neon gets a freaking awesome shot in this episode with with her just like, you know, incorrectly using the chainsaw blade and revving it up like technically by accident. And it was just so sick to see that happen.
it
Like
was.
Neon's yeah. Oh my god.
I also really like I really like the fact that immediately Kawa and Neon decide to help like try to get the festival back on track. And the conversation with Hikara about how he doesn't know what festivals are because he doesn't know all the details about this time period.
Oh man, all this. Oh yeah, that's right. Talking about the future. That was
Yeah.
wow.
And then the big reveal, I feel like for this episode, the fact that Neon was her dad's wish.
Oh yeah, that. Yeah, I'm still laughing at how like like just super cold blooded. Like say, okay, well, why don't you act more like a dad and show her
Yeah,
true love like a father would? And it's like just cover your mouth like oh
yeah, it's like the fact that he's just straight up like, you could grant her wish yourself if you if you wanted to, if you could show her like true fatherly love.
yeah. It's like
Uh
that was cold.
it's cold, and I wonder if the reason Neon's mom treats her like such a thing is because she was something that originally wasn't supposed to be able to happen. Like maybe they weren't able
Mhm.
to have kids and they only got her through like a wish. So that could also
Yeah,
explain why she's super overprotective. I really love all the scenes of Buffa and his Jamato buddy being framed through like reflective surfaces and they're always upside down. Like
yeah.
it's some cool
It's
symmetry. And we get to see some backstory with them fighting some thugs, which is
mhm.
really funny.
And it's
I
always
love
in this alleyway. Every single time I see this alleyway, I laugh my butt off because like that's the alleyway where Sento was found and Build. Like they use
yeah,
that alleyway
it's
so
look,
much.
you might as well reuse an alleyway, it's not like
Well, I mean, the thing that annoys me about the alleyway is the same thing that annoys me about the Omori Hill is that they are both on Toei Studios property. So even if you went to Japan, like you wouldn't be able to visit it and take your own like pictures there.
it's true. That is kind of sad. Uh That's why I gotta get one of those freelancing animating jobs for Toei and see if I can get into the building myself. Just sneak it. Tyra, I went into
Yeah.
the wrong division building. Um, the 2v2 fight with the Jamato and Buffa versus Geets and Jin was pretty cool. I
Mhm.
love every time Buffa uses the horn to fight. It's so cool.
Yeah.
It's
Which
the neat aspect of his suit and just his like super close combat style, and then the fact that he gets command because the specific secret mission was get a super close combat hit.
I think my favorite part about it too is that like he yeets the sword immediately and just constantly fights. And then the best part about that though was that as we know, like you have to kind of charge up the command blade, and he does it just by slashing himself, and
Yeah,
it's so sick.
he tries it out. It's a thing that like thematically is so fucking good because he's zombie. He just
Hmm.
he's almost doing like like a D&D like berserker, like the more damage I take,
Hmm.
the more power I can dish out, and I'll take damage if it means beating. And you see him just start beating the shit out of Geats in the air.
Yeah,
And we
and
get the cut right before the big sword attack.
yeah, it's like, oh man.
Yep. And then we get
Whew.
the top scoring Jamato by the game's end shall be crowned Jamairi and be granted the world of misery.
I love that. It's so funny.
I
I
love that
love.
we're reversing it. I love that they're using the Jamato language for the like announcement.
Yeah, it's like all of this is just like kind of just making a farce out of the DGP, and I love it.
Yep. And then we get the preview for the next episode. What are you going to do on your own? You lose Geats, and secrets are exposed. And then we get to see dun dun the deep crimson boost.
Hmm.
Boost Mark II, baby. The first like I don't know. I think this is probably like the first like true upgrade because like the thing with the different Geats or the different forms and the different buckles has been that like well they're buckles but they haven't been like upgrades to anyone's particular suit. This has actually been like the first upgrade to his suit.
Hmm.
If
Yeah, and it's
anything,
like
Command I feel like to me aesthetically feels more like a upgrade specifically for Kawa because he's the only one who gets a new helmet when he uses it.
yeah, that is true. Yeah, I mean they do this a lot, obviously. But I think yeah, just the new suit. Yeah, definitely mid season. I'm not sure. Oh, actually no, I don't think there was any movies like normally whatever movie was last done is kind of like the preview of the next like mid form or the next thing. So like technically what could have been the temporary like mid-season was the build buckle, but
Yeah.
no,
We honestly
not this
stopped
time.
using it real quick and like here's the thing, it was a cool buckle. Aesthetically, it didn't really fit Geats in my opinion.
Hmm.
But it was cool. I like it. I really like the Boost 2 suit. Uh I just like seeing like the full form of like the little like the little fox bike thing. Uh that's intense. But
Hmm. Yeah,
I
yeah,
also really like that like at least the way it was translated when I was reading it, right before it says it's like, do you dare trust my words? And it's like, oh my god, it's leading because I do love the fact that they've basically leaned into the fact that he's a trickster, he's a fox, and like, his group are other trickstery animals, so it's like you trust what he says. Uh but
yeah. Yeah, what's also great about it too is that like the buckle itself, it looks like it folds out in two ways, one over the ID core, and then it has like the four spokes going out too. So I'm
yeah,
really curious because that
and
basically means
apparently
that most
the
likely means it's going to expand, right?
yes, and I've seen that apparently you can use the boost too. You can use it with the laser rifle as well.
Ooh, okay, okay.
Because I don't know if you know, the laser rifle can basically be put into the into the desire driver.
Okay, I did not know that part
I've
actually.
basically seen that, yeah, that you can apparently because it you can put it in and put it into the desire driver. So I don't know what functionality is going to be like. Now apparently once you put it on, it basically will only make sound if you also have boost 2 on it or something like that. I do not quote
Oh,
me exactly on the details. I think it just maybe makes the like command the like the great or whatever like rising or
wait,
something like that.
actually that makes sense considering that that actually makes sense because yeah, that buckle does go into the laser eyes.
Yep.
Yeah, and it
So
actually yeah, it's shaped like the other one. So we'll
so
see. We'll
there's a
see.
lot of stuff that could go on here. It looks like I need to save up because I want to be buying a lot of toys. uh
Oh man,
Guys,
yeah.
support the Patreon so that me and Azure can use that money to buy toys. Uh, but no. Oh man, episode 1, King-Ohger.
Yeah.
Oof.
Nothing much to talk about in the middle here, but
Like I said, we'll talk about
oh
Shin
man,
Kamen. Here's the thing: we could have watched that Shin Kamen Rider trailer first, but I think we have a lot to talk about for this other first episode.
yeah, yeah.
Uh,
Okay, do you want to talk about the episode, or do you want to talk about some of the production stuff, or do you want to talk about it as it
I
comes
don't,
in?
I don't know much about the production stuff,
Oh
so
man.
anything you want to tell me, I'm good.
Okay,
I really
so
like. We'll just start from the beginning. We get the like prophecy at the beginning, and I like that this is another thing that just like with the Jamato it has its own little custom language.
mhm,
Whenever they design these, it's always really really cool. I really like this one as well. I really like. There's one they made for like Magic the Gathering for the Phyrexians, and like aesthetically
mhm.
looks really cool. But all right, production stuff. What's been going on? Fill me in.
Okay, so well, I mean, we can talk about it as we go through the episode. But oh, that's right. I remember someone was joking around about this, but pretty much the first line you hear from anyone in the show is that, "Oh, is this a festival?" No, it's not a festival. And I'm like,
It's true. We're festivaling it up. The Don brothers are gone, but not forgotten. They are as our last episode title. They are forever in our hearts.
mm. Yeah,
Uh,
and it's like, wait, no, it's not a festival. It's a
it's like a
signatory
sanctuary
ceremony.
ceremony. Yeah,
Yeah, and then we get little clips of all the others, but like, what's more important than what I want? The butler's like, again.
I love just these little glimpses of personality, and I love her. I love the like very self assured. Like I'm
Mm,
gonna do my things my own way.
yeah,
But all of them are really cool.
what's super cool about all of this is just that, like, ever since we saw just the outfits alone, even though we didn't have like really subs um for the press conference, there is so much personality just by aesthetics alone.
Yeah,
Like
I still
everything.
love I think he's Hachi is the black one, right?
Yeah,
Hachi,
yeah,
dude, his like this is prosperous as well, and he does like he's doing like the kabuki, and everyone in the background also is like got
yeah.
the fans out doing it with him. It's so good.
What I also love about this too is that there's still like rice smeared across his cheek throughout that entire sequence.
Yeah.
It's so good. Yeah,
Yep.
I honestly love them all, and
Yep,
um,
we get the short and sweet scene with Papillion. That's basically like, regardless of what happens, we just do what we always do. We
yeah,
stand
just
strong, and I love
exactly,
how her.
just as cool.
Yeah, and I love how everyone's got like, their little like secondary person.
Mhm.
Uh, Hachi just
Has
Hachi
all the
has
Kuroko.
like, yeah. Papillion has like her like grandma.
Oh, what's actually really funny is that apparently, like the personality type for that one is that they just don't want to work. They just don't want to work at all.
Me, honestly, me too, bud. Me too. I
Yeah,
love how we have like a underling for Yama Prez. I love that he calls him Yama Prez.
yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, because he's the president of Insacopa, which is actually really funny too. Because like, did you see what Incosopa is supposed to be?
No,
If you reverse the syllables, pasokon, personal computer.
that's good. I like
It's
that.
so funny.
That's really good. They went pretty hard. There was a lot of CG this
Yeah.
episode.
Okay, so and now that's actually what I was going to use to lead into this. So, they actually are partnered with Sony to use the same kind of like LED screen tech to like, make all these fantastical roles Mandalorian style. Like they even like mention Mandalorian
Yo,
in their thing. Like
that's pretty
they're doing it
sick.
in Mandalorian style, and that's how we're able to get this entire like super fantastical look for everything. It's so cool. Like,
Well, I really like it. As always, there's still that element of like toku cheesiness, but
yeah.
like it's really immersive. Aesthetically, everything's really cool.
Yeah, and then the sequence where all
Things are
the
walking down. Yeah.
yeah, I was laughing so hard because I swear they either tempt or, like, as my friend put it, did Vanilla Ice defending Ice Ice Baby from Queen levels of sampling for that sequence of them walking down, because it sounds like the Monster Hunter theme so much. It's so funny to me.
Yeah. I also really like that Yellow's basically like, "I can't believe how dare you make me walk," and he just and the little his like second in command replies were like, "A great leaders inspire the people."
Yeah, and then you can actually see like even the personality in everyone there. It's like just the butler, just having to hold the sword. Like obviously, yeah, Hachi is just like 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 smiling, and the Kuroko is just there to like support. And then you see the
He's
super
in support, but
excitable.
obviously, like he's got like that guy's got like a threatening aura, just having the little like smiley face
Mhm.
mask.
Yeah, but yeah, yeah, kind of like what I said with Papillon. Yeah, there's like they're yawning, like, do I really have to do this? Like, it's so funny. Like, what I'm really hoping with this is that I'm getting the same. I hope I get the same kind of mood that I got with Cure Major, because in Cure Major, all of the Crystallians, which are like they're big, they're machines. All of them were characters in their own right, and they interacted with the Sentai, and it made like good dynamics for everyone. Like everyone had their own personal dynamic with someone else, not just with each other, and it was so good. Like, what is it? Tamatomo, which is the yellow, which is Kirame Yellow. They had a like a Chavello, which is theirs, was like an old man. So like they would basically like talk like like different generations, and it was so good. Like,
No, that
I
sounds
hope
pretty.
we get this.
That sounds pretty sick.
Yeah, I
Uh,
love Cure Major. Cure
yep.
Major is like one of my
Kira
favorites. Like,
Kira Major was one of the was that the diamond one?
yes.
Gems? Yeah, that was one
Hmm.
of the more recent ones.
Yeah.
I need a new thing to watch. I think my next watch thing that I'm gonna catch up with, because I been watching Dawn. I think I'm gonna start re catching up on, so I can actually finish Forza.
Hmm. Hmm.
And then
Yeah.
I'll do Forza and then I'll do another Sentai.
Yeah.
But
I
then we
mean, if
get to
you want to
see.
watch my personal favorite, Tokuger, because the villains in that
I
one,
hear Tokuger's so good.
it's so good.
I kind of wanna save Tokuger a little bit.
Fair enough. Fair
Uh,
enough.
but anyway,
Uh, yeah.
Gira playing with the kids is so cute and
Oh,
wholesome, and his
oh,
like
this is so cute.
and the King
Yeah.
of Evil thing being like a thing he's playing with like the kids, and like Kogane just being like, "Oh no, please save me."
Yeah.
It's so funny. It's so wholesome. The use him and the kids like driving the dude away, and you can already start see the cracks starting to show in the Red Kingdom because people are trying to
Yeah.
tax like the poorest people, and like they've already paid their
Yeah.
taxes and
Yeah.
everything.
What's also super cute about that is that Gira, like, actually put himself, he made himself to be the villain of that scene, and it's like and to save everyone else, and it was so cute. I love it. Like, it's just a game. It's just a game, and it was so much fun.
I
Oh
really
man.
like, and then I really like the fact that the reason they can't form King-Ohger is because Yama doesn't want to do it. He doesn't want to submit to Mr. Red, just
Yeah.
because he was the one who, I mean, because he's a dick. Let's be honest.
Yeah. Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah. I mean, we really find that out later on, but I loved it too, because like I love how Yanma is, like, the way that he sits is like just like this super, just
again,
like,
we're all of them are nothing but personality.
yeah.
Yama
Oh
leaves on
man.
his own. They're all moving. The big attack happens, and I mean, real talk. I'm getting a lot of Attack on Titan vibes with
Oh,
the
oh
fucking
yeah, yeah.
walls
It was
breaking.
100% Attack on Titan, especially that zoom out. You basically see the entire swarm, the giant Bugnarak and the swarm. It was so funny. And then we basically see that, like, yeah, we even see, like, the wall being busted down, and
Yep,
it's
and the
just
giant ones, and then we
ridiculous.
get to see some really sick action. The kings transform.
Oh man.
Kogane ends up getting hurt, and Yellow ends up being like,
Yeah,
I can protect her. You need to go. And
yeah.
Kira's like, the king can save us.
Yeah, and then just the scene with the king and Gira is just like, yeah, Rocket and Kira, and it's like he's like, oh yeah, well, I mean, obviously we're doing that because I'm just gonna use this as a reason to start dominating the other countries, like,
Yep, and
and
I'm
you're
gonna
like,
take
oh
everything over, and I'm gonna sacrifice, everyone because I don't care. It's so sad. Oh, such a
yeah,
tragedy, but it's a meaningful sacrifice.
yeah, I'm like,
You know,
what the yeah,
and
and the funniest thing too is
and
that,
then
I mean,
it's
I
like,
should have seen it coming. Yeah,
no, I saw this coming like a mile away, but like, oh my god, the fact that like even in this place, like, well, it's not my fault. Yama didn't want to make the king Oj.
yeah, and then and then Gira like charges him and steals the mantle and the sword. And just like the entire scene, like, do you know what it means to point a sword at your king? And
Yep.
just like the look on his face, like just like it's like 40 seconds of his face just trembling.
Yep.
And
I
then it
really I really like it because first of all, I always love the scene of guy who does quote unquote an attack and it fails, and then you're like, "Huh, have you know what you've done?" And then you realize, "Oh, that wasn't the point of the attack, you know. I tricked you into doing something or whatever."
yeah.
We also got to see the cut of Yama, who's like apparently been trying to hack God Kuwata and just couldn't do it. But yeah, he's just standing there with the sword in hand and he's trembling. He just because he's so sad, you know. He looked up
Yeah.
to his king. He expected his king to protect them. They all did, and in like their moment of like true need, he just leaves them to die for his own machination. And then you
Yeah.
see like his little persona come on, and he
Yeah.
laughs and he like wipes his face, and then like, you know,
Ah,
if this is justice, it's stupid, it's dull, it's revolting.
yeah, it's so good. I saw
If
that and like, oh
I will become
man.
the evil that shatters that justice. I love this. This is probably thematically also one of my favorite things. The like, if your justice is corrupt, then I will become the bad guy who will bring true freedom.
Yeah, it's so good. And after that, everyone's shocked that he's able to like,
The
make a
man who
make
will become the tyrant king. It's
yeah,
so
like
good.
and then we get like, the actual first transformation, our first bop it sequence, and I'm gonna start calling it that, I swear.
It really is a bop it.
Yeah. But I do love how like, with each press, the music gets more and more instrumentation. Like it's really good. Like I really cannot
It
wait because
is.
after seeing like the Henshin like videos like without SFX when they were doing it for like Oricon news, like I really want to see how everyone else is gonna look like,
Yep,
because
I want to
honestly,
see all of their
yeah, we're
individual ones with the CG and with everything. Seeing his, it is really cool. Royal Arms transform Kuwataga. I love how you get to see like
yeah,
the beetle like dive at him and like destroy the thing. I always love when they do that with
yeah,
like their like Zords or their animal companions.
yeah. And then
Whew.
we talked about this a couple of weeks ago, like when King-Ohger was first announced. But the Skeletronics, like exosuit that they partnered with to get that. Oh, also another production thing too. Apparently, not King-Ohger, crap, I forgot which one it was. But they actually reused that green tunnel for the combining sequence from another Sentai.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, the
Yeah,
combining sequence is really sick. We talked about this when we were talking about the toy. I think it's funny that there's technically like 10 little bugs in here because they have like the five main ones and then a bunch of little like added ones like the
Gal
fucking.
Ranger. That's what it was. Gal Ranger.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, they use the same thing from Gal Ranger. So if you remember Power Rangers Wild Force, yeah, it's the same. It's the same transformation tunnel.
Huh. I gotta go look at
Yeah,
that. I gotta go look at that now. But I
yeah, and then,
do
and then Yanma's not happy because he's not controlling it as well
not
too. But
he's not happy because he's not controlling it. The others are all surprised because their gods like disappeared.
yeah, and then the other great part about this too is that we got suit fights back, baby. We're
Yeah, we
back in
did.
suits. Oh man,
That
which is
is
super cool.
some
Yeah,
look, it's something that's nice. It was nice also kind of getting something different for Don Brothers, but
hmm
it's nice seeing a classic. I love this weird little exoskeleton thing he wears on the inside, like the fucking like
yeah.
almost like a VR headset fit.
Apparently that company's been around since like 2015, and they actually bring that suit out to like other places, and I think you could even buy one for 10 million yen.
All right.
So, yeah,
We know
100,000.
we're
Yeah,
we're gonna yeah, we gotta put that. That's gonna be our extreme patron goal. 10 million yen. We buy one of the
I know, right? But it's so cool. It's so cool. I love how
it
it all works. Yeah, like
it's so cool. The
yeah. So
mech is
so
so cool. The fight was just generally really solid. I love
yeah.
that on the little like tail sword of the dragonfly. There's also like the little pill bug, and he kind of like moves
Mhm.
up and down after the slash. It was
Yeah,
all in all really solid, especially with that ending of him coming down. The cool gods like being around him, and it's like, oh, that's pretty nice, and then immediately like the guards descend upon him.
yeah. It's like Oh
I
man,
will
and then
conquer the world for the sake of everyone.
yeah,
Oof. I
yeah, and,
love there's something about an episode that has, like, a story where, like, a man who will one day do whatever, like, I love that. Like, in the recent, the first chapter of, JoJo's Part 9 dropped, and I think even, like, the first chapter also, like, this is the story of a boy who's, and his journey to
who just
become
wants
filthy
money.
rich. Yeah,
Yeah,
baby!
exactly.
Jody is
Yeah.
just out here to get paid.
Yeah,
Uh,
and after that, talking about all this, like just how gorgeous that first episode is. Everyone's like saying, "Oh no, the budget! Did they spend it all on episode one?" And then we see the preview for the next episode, and we're back at Saitama Super Arena, baby. What is it? I think $2,000 to rent for an entire day. Let's go! It's so good. We're back at Saitama Super Arena.
Bro, I love the look of all the Yanma's people. I love the vibe with
Yeah. Oh, and I actually another thing that my friend and I were like really excited about, especially because once again I'm bringing up Kara Major again, but the fact that we have actual enemy generals again, like legit enemy generals again, because like
again,
we.
yeah, because again, Don Brothers is just kind of doing its own vibe.
Oh no, I mean, even like the thing is, even Zenkaiger didn't really do it. Like they had like the giant wall, but we didn't have like an
Oh yeah,
actual
because
like.
Kaiser was also like a very different series in
Yeah,
terms of everything.
exactly, but like I'm so excited to have like an actual like evil ranger, like evil general again, because like I said, if you watch Kira Major, you will see General Garza, and Garza is one of the best characters ever in the Sentai.
Yep.
He's so good, and there's also Yodona too. But I
Yep.
mean, Yodona is also just horny for everyone, and I
Yeah,
can't talk about that. I really need to watch the Yodona side episodes at some point.
maybe so, maybe
Um,
so. But
yeah.
the main thing is I'm excited to see the other kingdom, the Blue Kingdom mainly in this next episode. It might
Mhm.
that might be how we get all the individual introductions because if
Yeah.
he's on the run, maybe he's going through each different kingdom. So we'll see him interact with Yamagata. I think definitely him and Yama could. I feel like they're the kind who could get along. You know what I mean? In a very
Mhm.
like rivalry kind of way.
Exactly.
But I feel like they'd have good chemistry together, so I really want to see that. I also really like, for what I was watching, had the little ending for like the superhero time. So it
Yeah,
had
yeah.
that was that again. So much character going on from everything. Seeing Ace and Sumire, and they go over to see all of them at the throne room, and you see Gira sit down on the chair, and everyone gets him off of there because he's not a kid.
It's so good. I
See you
love it.
next week, and it's
Yeah.
them and Boost Geets on the they're all on the hand of the mech. It's very good.
Yeah, like there's just so much that I'm like so excited about. Like I don't know where the story can go because like now that we've actually like reached pure fantasy, I don't know, but at the same time I think we're only really going to get this with the inside the castles, and then I really wonder how they're going to do it because like they did say it takes place on Earth, but that Earth that we saw does not shape like our Earth.
Yeah,
Like
I mean it's Terra, baby.
yep. Oh man, I'm so excited for
Yeah,
more King-Ohger.
in
Like
general, I'm good first episode. I had a lot of
yeah.
fun. It really has me excited.
Mhm.
Uh, so I mean, we'll see. Here's the thing: we're watching it either way, good or bad.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
So we'll have something to talk about regardless. But with that, our 30 minutes are basically right about up. We're really excited, guys. At some point, we will also be talking to Stephen Coburn. We reviewed Neon, the comic from his Kickstarter. We got some early pages, but we'll actually have him on to talk about, if not the episodes, at least for the other segment where we talk about just kind of general Toku stuff, what it was like to write a Toku comic and, kind of his inspirations and stuff. That might be its whole on episode. We're not sure yet. Well, we're going to kind of see how it goes.
Yeah, don't worry. It's only 30 minutes anyway, so just extra time.
Just more 30. It's more increments of 30 minutes.
Yep.
And with that, thank you so much for joining us as always. We will see you next week.
Later.
This program is brought to you by.
Our unending love of tokusatsu.
If you enjoyed the show, please be sure to like and subscribe.
And hit the bell for notifications. And if you would like to support us further, consider becoming a patron at our Patreon, Half Hour Henshin.
You can get some exclusive benefits, such as your name in the credits and joining our sticker club. Or, if you want to help with a one-time donation,
You can also find us at Ko-fi at halfhourhenshin. You can email us with any questions or theories at halfhourhenshin@gmail.com or on Twitter at halfhourhenshin.